Hey guys, what's going on? This is Sergeant Merrill, and it's an exciting time right now, man. It's November, so like all the great games are coming out. Not all of the ones that you're gonna see for the entire year. You know, Mass Effect 3 coming out later next year. But still, November is a huge month, and it's quite possible for you to buy every game that you would play for the entire year in November. So this is just an exciting time for me as a commentator. It's just an exciting time as a gamer. So in the comment section, real quick, I want you guys to let me know what games you're enjoying most out of this month, and what you might be looking forward to that hasn't come out this month. Now, in this gameplay, I wanted to talk real quick about the Type 95, and then we're going to move on into a subscriber question. The Type 95 is just one of those weapons right now that is clearly overpowered, and this is a replay, so you can't quite see the complete damage that this weapon can put across and how quickly it does it, because I don't know, I have an issue with the theater replay for Modern Warfare 3 right now. It doesn't show everything quite the way that it happened, and you'll see it twitch back and forth sometimes, and I don't play like that. So if you see that, it's just the theater replay, and that's an issue. But Type 95 is going to be one of those weapons that I don't think I'm going to be able to use much longer as a commentator, because there's going to be so much frustration and complaints that come from people that are being on the other side of this weapon, because it is, I mean, just like I said, clearly overpowered. When you put rapid fire on this weapon, it's essentially a sniper rifle. You can one-burst people at a tremendous distance, and with rapid fire, you can fire those bursts extremely quickly. So it's just one of those weapons right now that is going to become the FAMAS from Black Ops, and I even don't think that is a appropriate representation of what this weapon is compared to the other weapons in its category. So there you have it, people. For those of you in the comment section going, "Hey, you can't use the Type 95, it's so cheap." I know. I know, I understand. Probably won't use it for much longer because of that. Oh, real quick. You see me look at this kill cam, because this seemed like a really far knife. Is it just me? Bam! Like, come on, Commando isn't in this game. Come on, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to my subscriber question that I had. Also, for future reference, if you guys want to send me a question, I can't respond to everybody as much as I would love to. But go ahead and send it to my YouTube inbox. If I can respond, I will. But with that being said, this anonymous subscriber has this to say. He says, "Hey, hello." Two forms of greetings. He's very excited. "I'm blank from Brazil, and I've been following your channel for a while now." I'm going to skip past this first paragraph. It's basically saying, you know, how much of a fan he is. So thank you, man, for being a fan. But then he says, "That said, I have some questions for you. Just out of curiosity, being a sergeant, do you apply some things from your training or from battle tactics to gaming?" And he says, "I mean, I know that something has nothing to do with another." This gets a little difficult to navigate through. "But I don't know, maybe there is something you've learned from being on the Army that you use and to your life. I know that every experience we have end up carrying it to day-by-day situations, but I just wanted to know, what have you brought from that experience to your life?" You know, that's a good question, and it's going to be hard to answer. It's really difficult to explain to people what it means to be an NCO, you know, what it means to be a non-commissioned officer, which is what a sergeant is. It's difficult because there's so much that goes into it, and it's why I chose it as my name for when I started my YouTube channel, because it's still such a big part of my personality. You know, one of the things I worry about is that people think that I'm just this guy that's reliving my glory days from being in the military. And that's just not true. I just feel that being an NCO did that much to my personality. It changed me that much. So, for you guys, I'm going to be reciting the NCO creed. And it may be it may be a little bit overboard. It may be information you don't need to know, but I don't know. I think it's really important, because this creed was drilled into my head when I was in the military, and it says a lot about how it affected my personality and how I deal with different things, both in gaming and in real life. But here we go. "No one is more professional than I. I'm a non-commissioned officer, a leader of soldiers. As a non-commissioned officer, I realize that I'm a member of a time-honored corps, which is known as the backbone of the Army. I am proud of the Corps of Non-Commissioned Officers, and will at all times conduct myself so as to bring credit upon the Corps, the military service, and my country, regardless of the situation in which I find myself. I will not use grade or position to attain pleasure, profit, or personal safety. Competence is my watchword. My two basic responsibilities will always be uppermost in my mind: accomplishment of my mission and the welfare of my soldiers. I will strive to remain technically and tactically proficient. I'm aware of my role as a non-commissioned officer. I will fulfill my responsibilities inherent in that role. all soldiers are entitled to outstanding leadership, I will provide that leadership. I know my soldiers, and I will always place their needs above my own. I will communicate consistently with my soldiers and never leave them uninformed. I will be fair and impartial when recommending both rewards and punishments. Officers of my unit will have maximum time to accomplish their duties. They will not have to accomplish mine. I will earn their respect and confidence as well as that of my soldiers. I will be loyal to those with whom I serve, seniors, peers, and subordinates alike. I will exercise initiative by taking appropriate action in the absence of orders. I will not compromise my integrity, nor my moral courage. I will not forget, nor will I allow my comrades to forget, that we are professionals, non-commissioned officers, leaders. So, what does that creed mean to me? It means everything. You know, it means not only how you should act in the military, it means how you should act just as a person, as a human being. You know, it represents how everybody should be. You know, take responsibility for what you are, what you need to do. You know, be that rock. Be dependable. You know, be moral. That affected me in a lot of different ways. Be professional in everything that you do. I think that, most of all, translates into my channel and into gaming. You know, this Type 95 is a good example. You probably won't see me using it much anymore. Granted, it's the most effective weapon in the game in my hands right now, but I understand that morally, it's a broken weapon in the game. It's not meant to do what it's doing right now. You know, and that's just a small example. Just, you know, and translating into my life, like, just being an NCO, it just means taking care of what I need to take care of, taking care of the people who I need to take care of, and understanding my responsibilities that are involved in all that. And another way it translates is, and this may seem cheesy, but I kind of see you guys as my soldiers. You know, I inform you on a daily basis. I entertain you. I look after you guys. You know, I keep my promises with you guys. You know, I make you guys better gamers, I hope. You know, and that's kind of the relationship that I feel with my subscribers, and that creed has a lot to do with that. So that's how I feel about how my military experiences as an NCO have translated into my life experience. Now, on another note, before this video ends, I want to talk a little bit about YouTube and its publishing issues that it is once again going through. A lot of people have been coming to me and telling me, you know, hey, Sergeant Merrill, I just have not been seeing your videos in my sub box. And that's a well-known issue with YouTube. It happens every couple months, and then they'll fix it, and then they'll have the issue again. My video that I put out yesterday is a good example. It only hit about 10% of my subscribers, and it's just an issue that happens. And that's why I push so hard for you guys to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook, or even follow me on Tumblr if you have a Tumblr. I do all that just to make it easier for you guys to know that I put out a video. So that's an effort that I do on a daily basis to make it easier for you guys to watch my videos, because I know not everybody watches their sub box, and it's just something that's there for you to take advantage of, because I'm always going to put work into it and let you guys know what's coming out. But that's all I have for this video. This is Sergeant Merrill, out here.